What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Harbor Master, and guess who's joining me? The queen of kingfish fishing, the winner. She's been gone for 2 weeks, y'all, celebrating her win. And I'll tell you what, I was completely blown away on the fact that I got the text message like, oh my God, I won. Not only did you win, you won overall, you won women's, your son won the kids division, and the team won everything.
Family division, third place Spanish mackerel, the second place Calcutta for Spanish mackerel. Like, we literally swept the whole thing.
It's insane.
Yeah, it was insane. It's the first time ever also that a female's fish has won dogfish tournament.
That's what's up. How's your finger?
Good, it's finally healed. I actually, so we'll show you a picture of it, but I got a treble hook straight through my
it was on the episode.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah, I put it on there. Oh, God, yes, I did.
Yeah, and so after that, it ended up getting infected, and I had to go on an antibiotic, and then I had to go in and get it lanced. And if you don't know what that is, it's where they just take a knife and slice it open.
Only you.
And let all the infection come out.
Only you.
I had a bourbon, though, so I was okay.
Only you. Only you could go win a tournament, get a treble hook in your finger, and keep on going like a boss.
Kept on going. I tried to wrap it up.
Like a boss.
Cut it on. I don't know if you know how to remove treble hooks from your finger, but so like regular hooks, you can make it go all the way through. Treble hooks, you can't. So you have to cut the barb and cut the other end and then pull it out. So that's what we did. And I had my son on the boat, so I couldn't cry. And I told him, I was like, look, I don't even
You could have
cry.
cried. It would have been fine.
Not at all.
I mean, I
just
get it.
sat there.
Yes, sir.
I just sat there and I said, no problem. And I let them fix my finger, wrap it up, and kept on going.
And that's how you do it. I mean, you get it done, you do your thing, and it's just like a boss. And you know what? And your son saw you do it, and the entire world saw you do it because we put it on the show.
Yeah.
And it was just absolutely amazing to see you do that.
Yeah.
So it was very, very
I pretty
cool.
much acted like a lunatic on stage as well, for sure.
Yeah, I saw those. We got your infamous tongue out pictures. We got all that. We got a lot to talk about today, y'all. It is fishing tournament season. It is on. We started with the dogfish. We got King of the Beach just happened. We got the grouper roundup coming, or the grouper slam coming up. We got the tarpon roundup coming up. There's a lot of fishing going on, but before we even get into all that, I got a big shout out to Tampa Bay Brewing Company, Reef Donkey. They are now the official sponsor of Living the Water Life Weekly. So that is so cool.
And that couldn't be a more fitting beer.
Oh, absolutely. And it's one of the better beers out there. If you guys haven't followed me in the past, Reef Donkey's been around for a long time, and they've been part of our different shows that we've done. And they got the Reef Donkey boat. They do the spearfishing tournaments all over the place. Like the owner, Dave Noble, he's a big spearfisherman. And they go out and they do all the St. Pete Open, and you name it, they're out there doing it. So watch out. You're going to see some stuff on the Reef Donkey boat.
Nice.
Hanging out with them boys over there. We're going to do some stuff at the brewery as well. So
I do well at breweries.
Cheers, Cheers, Reef Donkey. Cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Welcome back, man. I'm so glad you're here. I missed you.
I am too. I'm back. And I went to San Antonio and came back a cowgirl.
We're gonna hear all about it.
You're about to.
I want to hear the fishing story and how you caught the fish. You did some things that was pretty impressive to me.
Yeah.
And then you know what happens when the kingfish run. That's all I'm gonna say. So hang tight, stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're gonna come back with fishing stories. I like it. Was it this big or was it this big?
It was 25.
Or was it
25.
this big?
It was that big. Well, it was closest to 25 pounds, and it couldn't have been more perfect.
I don't think you could have done that 2 times over. That was the luck of the draw on that one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, hang tight. We'll be right back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Harbor Master right here at Bay Pines Marina. Right before the break, we were talking some fishing stories as fish are jumping over here in the marina lane here. It's a beautiful thing. I really kind of want to get my fishing pole and go do some fishing. I am jonesing. I have not been on the water for a hot minute, and I'm going like really soon. I got a battery ordered for my boat. Got that. It's getting painted. I think this week finally getting painted.
Nice.
Gonna do that. I need a leaning post. So if you know anybody who's got a extra leaning post,
Okay.
let me know. It's a bow rider. It's an 18-foot Key West bow rider. And you know how the old school boats had those captain chairs that sat really low? Well, when I sit in it, my knees are in my chest, and it's hard to see over the bow. I'm gonna stand anyways. So I figured if I get like a 33-inch leaning post, then I can actually do my thing and not worry about it. But I just cannot wait. It is time. I hope the wind starts dying down a little bit, break down these waves, and it's perfect time to go fishing. I know AR season's coming up. We gotta do that again this year.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a blast, and I think that needs to be our new tradition is to go out and get those ARs.
Red snapper.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm with you.
That was a great day.
That's one of my favorite types of fishing.
Best eating fish too.
I love it. I love it.
It was worth getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and being at your house.
Well, we limited out.
Yeah, within
Not very long.
for the morning, we limited out in the morning,
Yeah.
and then it was groupers for the rest of the day. We did what? Red. We had a whole bunch of red groupers, a bunch of
Stamps and gags.
Yeah. So it was a good day. So talking about the fishing, and we're talking about the Dogfish 25. We got the winner right here. The entire group of winners. But overall, Erica, I mean, I cannot get over the fact that you did it and how you made it happen, and as close as you got to that 25 pounds. You got to tell the people the story, because when you told me, I was blown away.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So my son had caught the first kingfish, and his was 27 pounds. And so when you're just kind of eyeballing it, you know that you're pretty close. And so we're thinking, we got the fish already, right? But you're still fishing because you just never know. Plus, we're still trying to catch the Spanish mackerel. We're in all the Calcutta, so you want to do the things. That rod goes off and you can just hear that reel screaming. So I just walk over. The one thing you don't ever want to do when you're king fishing is like get really erratic and yank it out, because they've got soft mouths and they will kick it out. So I just went over slowly and I picked the rod out of the rod holder and I'm hanging on to it, and that line is just ripping. And I'm telling everybody else to clear the line. My husband was captaining the boat that day. And I said, guys, this fish is really running, and I'm concerned that it's going to get spooled. And they're like, whatever. And I'm watching it, and now I can see I'm down to the last little bit to that back.
Oh, my God.
And so I'm like, guys, I'm going to get spooled. So my son looks over, and he screams, Dad, she's spooled. And he looked, he goes, oh, my God, like, you're serious. Like, it's gone. I said, yes, it's gone.
Which part of don't you understand? I'm going to get spooled.
It's going to be gone. And so now I'm literally have no line on that reel whatsoever, and it's just hanging on by that tiny knot. And if you know anything about that, that knot is not designed to actually hold.
Not at all.
And what you're supposed to do when you see that happening is crank it down your drag a little bit to tighten up, which I did, but that fish was just screaming. So I was down now to just this tiny little knot hanging onto the reel, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to hand line this thing.
Wing and a prayer right there.
Wing and a prayer, legitimately. So Brett starts to get the boat spun around, but at that point I'm like hanging onto the line, so I'm so scared it's just gonna snap off of my reel. Now understand, I had already had a treble hook through my hand and had to have that cut out of my finger and that wrapped up and taken care of. And so he spins it around, and I mean, I just start cranking. And I crank as fast and as hard as I can, because now we're going towards the fish, which now means I'm going to have a lot of slack in my line, and you don't want to move.
You don't want that either.
Yeah, you don't want that either. And we landed that fish, and it was 25.5 pounds.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So that made it so we won the ladies division, the overall, because it's the closest to 25-pound tournament. It's not the biggest fish. And then we won third place Spanish mackerel with a second place Calcutta, and the kids and the family dinner.
Now explain to the people that are in Montana have no idea what a Calcutta is.
It's like a tournament within a tournament. So like you make a side bet. You know, you throw down whatever cash they say, and now you win extra money. So it's always, always, always in your best interest to always play the Calcuttas, because if you do win, it makes it so much more. And if you don't and you do win, you are kicking yourself in the tail for sure.
Because then that could turn into an extra $100,000
It's night and
depending
day.
on the tournament.
It's night and day. Seriously, yes.
That's awesome. Now, what were you guys using for bait?
So I caught mine on a giant blue runner, and so did Evan.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
We had some cigar minnows too, and I'll say we had a lot of bites. But those were the only 2 kingfish we landed, and the only Spanish mackerel. They were all the ones that
Stop it! Seriously?
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
What else? What else were you got? You got any other fish that you caught while you're out there, or just that was it?
That was it. No, that's not true. I'm sorry. That's not true. We caught a reef gun.
Did you? Too bad you couldn't keep it.
I think you can keep it now, though.
Yes, it is open.
It is open.
Not for long, but it's open.
Yep.
Now, and you guys lucked out too because the weather was not bad for the dogfish.
God.
I was really stressing about that. I thought you guys were going to get beat up.
Beautiful.
And talk about, I mean, now if you're in Florida and you're a fisherman, you know all about kingfish season and kingfish fishing. The weather sucks all the time. It's raining, it's windy, it's 3 to 7 foot swells. It's crap. It's garbage.
I just did a private tournament where that's exactly what it was. Everybody's puking.
Yeah.
Nobody lasted more than a couple hours. It was terrible.
It makes it for not so fun of a day, but it is still. I mean, it's fishing. It's still a fun day. But when
It's
you're getting,
kingfish weather.
but when you're getting beat up, it's like,
Yeah,
you get the next day, you're like, oh, my back, my hands hurt, my eyes hurt, everything hurts. But you guys lucked out. I mean, you couldn't pick. They could have picked a better day. And then you fast forward to last weekend, was King of the Beach, and it was definite kingfish weather.
Y'all had hail and all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
that's right. You weren't here. You were playing cowgirl, which I had.
I know. I came back a cowgirl.
I think you came back a cowgirl, but you're also ready for the Kentucky Derby too.
Yeah, Kentucky
We got to put some
Derby's
feathers
coming
in it.
up. Yep, Mother's Day's this weekend. I'm ready.
So all the moms out there, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And happy Mother's Day to you.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope the kids are going to get up, make mom breakfast, and bring it to bed and all
I
that.
highly doubt it, but we'll see.
So is mom going to make breakfast?
I ain't doing anything.
Just like me doing crap.
Nope.
Evan.
Oh, you know what? We have brunch.
Okay.
We have brunch. We're going out.
Evan, wake up, get mom some tea. Even if it's a little Danish food, just do something, a little flour. Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
He's pretty good about that.
He's awesome. He's
He
a
loves
good
his
kid.
mama. That's right.
He is a good kid. He'll definitely take care of mom.
He does.
But yeah, King of the Beach was a big old crap show. You know, it was
Yeah.
between the wind, the rain, and it was just bad, and the hail. And I was actually going to go down and work the Suncoast Roundup tent, but they had to take the tent down for half of the day. They spent an hour and a half, 2 hours under the pavilion. And then by that time, everybody was already gone. The only people there were the people that were fishing and weighing the fish.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, this is no point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully, we got that coming up. June 11th is the free tournament for the Tarpon Roundup. So if you're registered for that, you actually can win a spot in the entire tournament. It's a free tournament that goes on. The captain's meeting will be obviously the Thursday before here at the Harbor Master. And a big shout out to Bill Jackson's up on US 19 in Pinellas Park. They gave them an AR-15 to give away, and I believe they also have a big old power. So that's big ups to them too. Thank you guys. I've been part of the Roundup, and I'm so excited to see Bill Jackson step up and do that. And it's going to be one heck of a raffle. So that's coming up as well. And then you got the Reeling Freedom Grouper Slam. I mean, so you can do kingfish, tarpon, and grouper.
But I love summer fishing. The bottom fishing is just on fire.
Right now, up until August.
Which, speaking of tournaments,
I was gonna get to that.
Okay.
I was gonna get to that.
I'm gonna wait.
We're gonna, I was kind of building up. Building up, but you already blew the wad, so here we go. Yep, you already blew it. We got a special tournament though. It's your tournament. It is the ladies fishing tournament.
Suncoast Ladies Classic, July 21st to the 23rd.
That is going to be exciting.
Out of Marina Cantina in Clearwater.
Very cool.
And the thing that makes us a little bit different is it's offshore only. And so our two categories is there's a bottom fishing category where you can win red grouper, American red snapper, and gags. And then there's a pelagic category that's blackfin tuna, wahoo, and mahi.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So you can really do it all. And you can place in all of those. And the other thing that we're going to do is if you don't have a boat or someone that can drive you, I'm going to help pair you up with other women like you and
So
with
cool.
local captains. So now we're supporting our local captains and teaching you something. And then we're also going to run a seminar to show you what kind of bait do I use, what kind of hooks do I use. If I'm really targeting this, what do I need to do?
And that's what offshore therapy is about. I mean, if you guys pay attention to the show again, offshore therapy, you help women that want to learn how to fish, or may know a little bit but want to expand their horizons. And actually, it's also a great way to meet new people.
Yes, yeah, for
and
sure.
you have a camaraderie of all these ladies who want to fish, and now they're working with different captains, and now it's a giant network of more people out on the water.
That's right.
And
it's a team-oriented sport. This is not about individual anglers.
Nice.
You're going to work together as a team, so it benefits you if you're helping your teammate put bait on their hook or tying a knot if you can, gaffing a fish, any of the things, because you're going to win as a team.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
So that's kind of the things that sets us apart.
Well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, I do want to kind of go a little bit further into your tournament. I want to talk boundaries and different other things that you guys are going to be doing as well. So let's take a quick break, go get a fresh reef donkey, Temper Paper and Company, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Harbor Masters right here at the Bay Pines Marina. We're talking women fishing right now, and Erica's leading that pack, the winner of the dogfish. I'm telling you, this girl, she's something else. She's on fire. Now she's got her own tournament coming up in July.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to see, offshore therapy doing these things, and now you finally got your tournament.
Yes.
You're doing what you want to do. I think, you've had this goal for a while.
Yes.
And you finally reached it.
I've been working the Suncoast Kingfish Classics with the Farner family, and they finally helped me to do this too. We're going to be working with the Chevis family at Salt Rock Grill. And
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be out of Marina Cantina, but
So right before the break, we were talking about boundaries and talking about the limits of where you can go. And I'm telling you what, girl, the boundaries are ridiculous. From Homosassa Springs to Boca Grande, and then up to 200 feet of water, which is anywhere between 60 to 80 miles out.
Yeah.
That is a giant area.
It's an offshore tournament. It's not an inshore offshore tournament.
Look, y'all, if you can't catch fish in that big of a range, you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
Now you were talking about doing a seminar. Now, when are you going to do the seminars obviously prior to the tournament?
Yes. So if you go to suncoastladiesclassic.com, it has all of that information about when we're doing that. So basically, the night before the tournament, typically people go bait fishing that day. Bottom fishing you can use that bait too. So that night on Friday night, there's typically a charity event dinner because this all goes to Ready for Life.
Very cool.
And then that night there will be a seminar for the ladies to come, and that's where we'll ask all their questions for tournament day the next day. What about bait, tying knots, things like that.
Very nice. And that's such a cool thing to do because, again, a lot of people don't know and they don't really want to ask. because then they're going to kind of feel like, but that's the beauty of what you guys have going on. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. That is so cool, and I cannot wait to be there and be a part of it and see you in action and see how a tournament is run by, because you've done all this work, you've put in the time, you put in the homework, and now it's time to put up or shut up.
Yeah. I've been working enough, private tournaments and Suncoast Kingfish Classic, which is the longest running Kingfish tournament here, and so,
I don't know how long. How long has it been running?
30 years. It's the longest one.
I got you beat.
For Kingfish?
No, not Kingfish.
That's what I'm saying. It's the longest running Kingfish tournament. Yes.
I was going tournament. I'm like, I got you beat on that one.
Kingfish.
Ours is 88 years of tarpon.
I know. I saw that. That's crazy.
88 years is a long time for tarpon fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully some of the old timers that are still around actually show up to the banquet and get to have a talk with those guys a little bit. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
but so you got that coming up, and then right before yours is going back to the Reeling Freedom Grouper Slam. Those guys out there, I mean, they're taking bets out all the time, and now they got another tournament. And this tournament, I mean, I've got the paperwork right here. Gag Grouper, Red Grouper, and Scamp are the slams. But then you also had the Calcuttas of the biggest gag, hogfish, and mangrove. So, I mean, you have an opportunity to catch multiple fish.
The multi-species tournaments are the way to go.
They're the best.
They're so much fun.
I agree.
For sure. It's my favorite too.
So, guys, do yourself a favor. And I guess we're gonna have to put some stuff up on the Facebook page of all the different tournaments, the links, where you can go, who you can talk to sign up, and get out there and fish, man. I mean, it is time to fish. It is summertime. It is Florida. It is paradise. It's gonna start getting a little warm.
It's freaking hot right now, is what I know. I thought I was having a hot flash, but I don't think so.
You are a baby. You talk about hooks in the fingers, fishing and everything.
I told you I didn't cry.
I know you didn't cry, but you're crying about being hot now.
That's worse than getting a hook in your finger.
This girl, I'll tell you what. And now you know why I do this all the time. I haven't done that in a while, actually.
No one here.
Yeah. Touche. Well, before we get out of here, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, I do want to talk about your Houston trip. I know you have some really cool things coming up. Sorry, Texas. The big state of Texas. You're a cowgirl now. Sorry, I can't correct you.
Do I sound different too?
You got a little bit of twang.
Yeah. Listen, that was like the most fun trip ever. Here's how you know you've had a good time is when you get off an airplane and your bra is full of dollar bills. That's how you know you had a good time. Have you ever had that happen?
No, I'm sorry.
See?
I don't wear a bra. I don't need one.
See?
I mean, I'm getting skinny, so I don't need a bra anymore.
Just letting you know. That's how you know. I have a picture of that too if you want to see it.
We're going to take a break, and I'm going to hear this story. We may or may not touch base on it when we come back. We might. Knowing Erica, we will. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
My way to the ocean.
What's going on, guys? Kevin Gregg here with Living the Water Life's Tip of the Week. This week, let's talk about something that really annoys the guys at your part house, at your marine supply store. When you're working on a vessel and you go over to get your parts, do those guys a favor. When you are working on your vessel, get pictures, write down part numbers, know what you are getting when you go into get bilge pumps, impellers, whatever part you need, even bolts, something that simple, nuts, bolts, because when you go in there, these guys, they're busy. The industry's banging right now, so they don't have time to worry about your BS, what you have going on. if you don't know what you have, they're not going to be able to help you. And then you're going to have to backtrack to essentially find out what it is that you need to complete your job. Something that I do, I get in the habit, and I advise everybody to get in this habit. Yes, you can write things down. But one thing that we keep with us at all times generally these days is our cell phones. So when you are going through and removing parts, don't worry about taking the part with you, put it in your car, walking into the store with a box of crap. Just take a picture. Take a picture of that part that you need. Any identification numbers, markings, and that way it's there with you. Now, if your part does not have a number on it, if it does not have a make or a reference, then yes, bring that in because generally they can match it up. A lot of these part houses have sourcing abilities that go outside of their systems to be able to find that part that you need. But you have to have some kind of reference, and it may not be on that part itself. It may be, what did it come out of? Okay, I need a Northern Lights impeller for a 32 kW generator. While you don't have your part number, they now have what it came out of. And the thing that you can do as well, let's say you got that 3200 kW Northern Lights gen. Take pictures of its ID, its VIN number, its serial number, year. There's a plate normally on just about everything: gen sets, engine mains, bilge pumps. Just take a picture of what that part came out of. That'll help them cross-reference that part for you and get it to you. So in short, basically, do your due diligence, get your part numbers, know what it's coming out of, know what you're trying to accomplish, and then when you go to the parts house, it's going to make the job so much easier for everybody involved, including yourself. There won't be multiple trips back and forth. You're not going to piss those guys off, and you're going to get a lot better resolution to the problem, and you're going to walk away with the parts that you need to do it. And as I've said before, just make sure when you start a project, remember the P's. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Get everything lined up prior to you going to that warehouse or parts house or supply store, and life will be freaking golden. So hopefully that'll give you a little bit of brutal honesty about what you need to do. So from now on, keep your shit together. And I am Captain Greg with your Living the Water Life Tip of the Week. And we'll see you next run.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Harbor Master. We're going to talk, are things bigger in Texas, America?
They have some really bad stuff.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy? I mean, what? I mean, come on now. Let's
Their
you
hats are
have to
bigger
spill
for
it.
sure. Their hats are bigger for sure. Yes, mine's bigger than yours.
Hat. She's got bigger. Never mind. So, anyways, we've talked about that already. Yeah. It sounds like you guys had a blast. I mean, I know you went out there for a girls trip,
Yep.
hanging out with the ladies, but I know you're going back to do some bass fishing.
I am. Yep, I'm going back on the 13th. And I'm going to take my son, and we're going to do some bass fishing and explore some caves and do all sorts of cool stuff.
Caves? Where?
So they have the Natural Bridge Caverns there, and it is so super cool.
And this isn't San Antonio.
San Antonio, where the Alamo is.
The Alamo. Did you go pee on the Alamo?
I went to the Alamo. I did not pee on the Alamo. I felt like that would be frowned upon. Since I'm not a rule breaker, I did no such thing.
First off, wait. Back that up. You're not a what? You're not a what? Hold on. Let me hear that again.
See, lion makes me choke is what I want.
Yeah. Exactly. You're not Pinocchio. You choke. Anyways, moving right along. So you went to the Alamo. Was it? I mean, I heard like.
I met a ranger.
Like a real ranger? Like a Texas Ranger?
Yes.
Like Walker, Texas Ranger?
That's what they told me.
He was a ranger at the Alamo.
Very cool.
Yes, and he said he was going to protect us for the rest of the weekend. So I got my picture made with Amanda's name just in case.
Now, when you were at the Alamo, and I've heard you know, you hear different stories on like they say the Alamo is big. It's not big. I've never seen it. So is it as big as?
It is not big, just to be very clear. But
So-
it's still cool, and I still think when you go, it's something you have to do. It's kind of just neat. It's just a couple buildings and
Now, and the Alamo is
Grounds.
technically a church.
it's a church
So little
with no roof.
with a little history
Well,
lesson.
they've added a roof.
So back in the day, the Alamo was actually behind the walls.
Yep.
So they had to get through the walls
That's right.
to get to the Alamo.
Yep.
But you know who protected the Alamo?
Tell me who.
The Tennesseans. That's where the volunteers came from. They volunteered to go protect the
Look
Alamo.
at you.
See?
They didn't tell me that at the Alamo.
Steve Austin, you're welcome.
I might not have listened.
You probably weren't listening. So yeah, the Alamo was protected by guys from Tennessee. So now the Tennessee, you know, and Texas connection, if you're, you know, that's your boys. That's family. So anytime you meet somebody from Tennessee and Texas in the same room, it's like it's a unspoken bond. See, I learned stuff.
I just learned something right now.
All right, I'm good for some things here and there.
Yeah, I like it.
So you're going back. I know you're going back not this weekend, but next.
Right, so not Mother's Day weekend, but the next weekend.
Awesome. I cannot wait. I know you'll be doing that. I got other things I got going on, and my little brother, I'm so proud of him. He's doing an event called Castertown. Now, for people who don't know my brother and what he does pirate reenactment. And he is very accurate and very historical and very on point with his, don't ever say it's a costume, it is garb. It is the real deal. It is real pirates, real swords, real cannons, real muskets. And what my brother does, he has a 501c3, and what he does is he brings reading back to the kids, literature to the children. You know, and he gives away free books. He has his own library tent. So if you show up to the event, you can walk away with a free book. You get to fight a pirate. You get to see
I'd
cannons.
like to fight a pirate.
I'm sure we can arrange that, and I can probably arrange it.
Do I get a sword?
He will give you a balloon sword or a foam sword. I am not giving you anything
I
sharp
want to
and
use your
pointy.
machete.
A machete? This ain't a machete. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's what I'm saying. I want to take that. You
This,
don't show up to a gunfight with a balloon sword.
I love this. This is the Bubba Blade pocket knife.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean,
I
you
must
guys,
have one.
it's just a beautiful thing. My buddy Braden Gunn from the Big and Wild Outdoors gave me this for
Don't put your
Christmas.
finger in front of
Yeah,
that.
you gotta put that blade down.
Right.
It's-
Make me nervous.
Why? You push it down and then you
No, but
close it.
you make me nervous. Put that away.
I'm not gonna stick my things like you. I have no cuts
Listen.
yet. Now watch.
That's
Tomorrow I'll do
called
something and
karma.
I'll be like, hey,
That's called karma.
Erica, look what I did.
Took the top of his finger off.
But if you wanted to fight a pirate, yes, I can arrange that. You can fight a pirate. And it's a shame we go down out of town because I know Evan would love this.
Yeah.
Evan would have a blast at this
How often
event.
do they do this?
He'll have another event coming up in a few months. They usually go to different pirate festivals throughout the area as well. So the next time he's got the event, I will let you know.
Please.
It's a shame. I know Captain Greg's going to come up and we're going to do an episode.
Can I get a private pirate fighting?
I guarantee you we could probably make that happen. And if we do
getting better
that,
and better.
but if we do that though, we might even, and I got to work with my brother on this, teach you how to actually sword fight.
Oh, I am so in.
I can do it.
You can sword
I
fight?
can sword fight. My brother taught me how to
What
sword
does that
fight.
mean?
That means real swords. Like
And who have you ever sword fought?
my
Your
brother. He's a captain.
Yeah, but you gotta
He's
be,
the captain of his
to
own
be able to
fleet.
say you're a real sword fighter, you gotta fight more than one person with a sword.
I fought him. I fought a couple of his crew members, not at the same time, but I did it. Look, do
Okay.
you know how to do it?
No, I just
All
said
right,
I
then.
did it.
I
I
did
just
it.
said I
So,
did it. All right.
We're gonna get you this. All right, Aunt.
I would
We
like
gotta get Erica to do some sword fighting.
without a balloon sword.
We'll do the real swords. I'll have him teach you with the real sword, and we will film it. And we'll
Possibly go wrong.
a lot.
I'm in.
It could be fun. It could be interesting, and I'm gonna film the whole damn thing.
Yep, just like when I stuck my finger in that stupid.
It's actually, you start off slow. I mean, he has a pattern. So, I mean, you start it off, boom, boom, and you go to different moves, down, up, side, across.
This is like Just Dance on the TV. where
Kind
you
of,
follow
but
the
with
moves.
sharp, pointy objects.
Yeah.
It's a little different than dance.
You play
dance.
music with it, so you can do it.
We can play pirate songs and shanties.
I like.
You
Yeah.
know.
All right. Let's
Drink,
do it.
but you can't drink rum until after.
I don't
No rum until
disagree.
after. Sorry,
I don't do
guys.
that. I don't go shooting with alcohol or
Good girl.
axe throwing or anything.
So definitely we'll do a private event.
Okay.
So that's coming up. I'll post the dates. I know it's not this weekend, but next weekend because Erica's out of town.
Weekend of May 13th.
And Captain Greg is going to come up, and we're going to do an episode on Living the Water Life about pirates. So we're going to go invade Soto National Park over in Bradenton, and we're just going to have a pirate full day.
Sounds good to me.
So I cannot wait, guys. Have a great Mother's Day. Happy Kentucky Derby. Happy Mother's Day. Happy fishing time, tournament time.
Happy May.
Happy everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love your hat.
Thank you.
I gotta get one. We gotta have that at your house.
I'll bring you one back. You want me to pick one out?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah,
it
really
better
big head, though.
it better not be pink, and it better not be velvet.
What?
I'll probably wear it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You will say thank you
I was like,
and wear it with
thank you,
pride.
may I have another?
Yes, exactly.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Give Mama a hug. Tell them we love them, and we'll see you next week.
Avast ye landlubbers, discover the tale of Castor's Den of Thieves, nestled right here in Tampa Bay. Pirates are set to invade DeSoto National Memorial Park for 2 days of piratical adventures and entertainment for all. Come see our historically themed Korean camp, sword and powder demonstrations, mermaids, and much more. Like books? Swing by our Buccaneer tent for a free book for the little buccos to take home while supplies last. All this can be seen at the Castortown Pirate Invasion. For more information, go to www.thescarletfortuna.org. Castortown, discover the legend.